You're in for a treat. You ready for this?
What happened there?
Don't say anything, they're not gonna notice.
How can you not notice this?
Welcome back to Sous Vide Everything, guys. You saw the thumbnail today, the Jambalaya experiment. Is this gonna work? Is this gonna be better than the traditional version of making jambalaya? Well, we're gonna find out together. Check it out. In order to make an amazing jambalaya, the first thing you need to do is this. It's known as Trinity and it is incredible. And once you start this, you want to have everything ready. Unlike Maurepas for French, for Trinity, they only use these vegetables. We're talking about onions, bell peppers, and celery. And of course, garlic. Now, the most important thing you got to keep in mind is to make sure that you cut every single one of them the same size. The shape is not important, but the size is. That's because when we're making our roux, we want to make sure that everything cooks evenly. And if you have small pieces and large ones, that's just not going to work. As you can see, once I was done, this is what it looks like. Every single one of them almost the same exact size. Now this step is crucial because you want to have everything ready before you start your roux. But of course, it's not going to be jambalaya without protein. You can literally use anything you like, even steak. But for today, I chose a different route. I'm going to be using the chicken thighs. For me, at least, they have a lot more flavor than chicken breast. The only thing to do here is to trim out a little bit of the extra skin and also the additional fat. Sometimes this needs to be done, but most of the time it doesn't. You just got to make sure you trim it to the way you like it. For the seasoning, I kept it really simple. A little bit of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. And if you want to make it real spicy, make sure you add extra pepper. Now, jambalaya is not going to be jambalaya without sausage. Just make sure that your sausage is smoked. That way the flavor will transfer into your rice, making it incredible. But now that we have everything ready, it's time to make the traditional version. Then we're going to jump into the sous vide version and find out which one is best. So the first thing I like to do is to start up by searing our chicken. I like to do this in a cast iron skillet. And make sure you use plenty of oil to get that searing done. Now, I highly recommend using a very high smoke point for this. That's because we're going to be using the leftover oil to make our roux. As you can see, once I was done with the searing, this is what my chicken looks like. That is a nice color and exactly what I was looking for. Now, using the same exact pan, throw in a good amount of all-purpose flour. There's two ways to make a roux: the nice and easy slow method or the hot and fast expert one. If this is your first time making a roux, go nice and slow. Keep your heat under medium and you will avoid a lot of problems. But if you want to do it hot and fast, bump it up to high. That is exactly what I did. Now, the only crucial step is that you gotta keep stirring it. The last thing you want is for your roux to burn. Now, the important thing is to know when your roux is done. That is when you have a nice dark chocolate color like this. This is exactly what you're looking for, because the next thing we gotta do is throw in all of our vegetables except the garlic. You gotta remember, this roux is like lava right now. It is extremely hot. And if we throw our garlic in there, it's just gonna burn. That is the last thing we want. Now you wanna mix it well and stir fry all of the vegetables. And I only wish you could smell how wonderful this smells. Now the next step is to go ahead and add chicken stock. And if you don't have any leftover juices from the bag, you can always buy the box stuff. But we all know juices from the bag is better. That is why I always recommend saving them. You want to mix everything well and bring it to a boil, because once that's done, the next thing to do is to throw in our rice. And as always, remember, exact amount and ingredients always in the description down below for you. You want to stir it and make sure that you have plenty of liquid for your rice to cook. And I highly recommend you trying out the rice to make sure that it's fully cooked. If any seasoning is missing, go ahead and add a little bit of salt and freshly ground black pepper. Because to finish it up, all there's left to do is to throw in your sausage followed by your chicken, cover it up and throw it in your oven for 30 minutes. Once the time is up, I like to add a little bit of green onions because by that time your jambalaya is done. My friends, I highly recommend you making this. It is not hard to do and at the same time it is extremely flavorful. If you've never had jambalaya, now is your chance to make it. And as you saw it there, it is extremely easy. But now we gotta try the sous vide version. Now here's the only difference. Right before we're throwing it in the oven, the next thing to do is to go ahead and bag everything up. I know what you're thinking, is this gonna be good? And trust me, that's exactly what I'm thinking as well. I have no idea what to expect, but we're gonna find out together. And of course, once the jambalaya is in there, the next thing to do is to go ahead and add our chicken. Remember, this chicken is still raw. The only thing I did was I put a good sear on it, but nothing else. But now that we got everything into the bag, the only thing left to do is to vacuum seal it because now it's ready for sous vide. Talking about that, I'm gonna be cooking both of them at 167 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. And if this is better than the traditional version, I'm gonna be very impressed. And I can't wait to find out how this one is gonna taste. I have no idea if this is a complete disaster or if it's gonna be better. I'm thinking that the juices inside of the bag and the chicken cooking itself, it's gonna baste the actual rice and make everything even better, or if it's just gonna be terrible idea. I mean, I'm excited to find out, because I'll tell you one thing. The traditional jambalaya is amazing, everybody. It is impossible to resist eating it. I'm telling you right now, it is phenomenal. Please go make yourself jambalaya if you never had it. But now, as you know, I cooked my jambalaya at 167 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. Now, the interesting thing is that there's nothing else to do. It's already ready to go. Basically, you're gonna take it out of the bag, plate it, and that's it. There's nothing else. You can't sear it again. But I'm curious to find out if it's gonna be just very, very soupy, or if it's gonna be fantastic, if it's gonna add additional flavor. But most importantly, you can make a huge batch and save it, and then just reheat it whenever you wanna eat jambalaya, everybody. This is a great idea for meal prepping, if it works. We don't know. We are hungry, it is ready, and it's time to take it out. Let's do it. All right, everybody, here we have our beautiful jambalaya today, Mama.
Oh, I was wondering what is the surprise over here, because I
want to keep it nice and hot, right? So that's why we have it here. All right, so have you ever had jambalaya, Mama?
No, never had it.
Never had it?
No.
First time. You're in for a treat. You ready for this?
What happened there?
Mama, don't say anything, they're not gonna notice.
How can you not notice this?
Oh, wow!
Half the thing is gone. What happened there?
Mom,
it was that good.
it was that good. All right, to be fair, all right, everybody, my wife and kids were like, whoa, we want to try that. That's what happened there.
That's galinhada, though.
Huh?
They had galinhada before.
Well, I want you to tell me what you think. Galinhada is a Brazilian similar style, but not really. So this one here is the traditional version. All right,
and that smells good.
I know, right?
Wow.
And to be fair, this one is the sous vide version.
Really?
I did not try the sous vide version. Ooh. So the sous vide version is still fully intact.
Oh, that's
that way you guys know exactly what it will taste like and my reaction. But this one here, I might have to take it a little bit. So to be fair, Mama never had a jambalaya before. I'm gonna give it to you. Jambalaya. I hope you enjoy it, Mama. Amazing.
Amazing.
It smells incredible, and it tastes. I want to know what you think of it since you never had it. All right, you tell me.
The rice.
Tell me how you like it. Be careful. It is hot, and you gotta have jambalaya hot, everybody. Cold is not good.
Oh,
huh? You ready for this?
Cold food is not good.
Yeah, cold food is not good. You ready, Mama? Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. That's good. Man, that's good.
Now you understand why it's missing half?
Yeah. I can't blame you. That was good.
You see? That's why it's missing half. It's not my fault. What do you think? How it's different from galinhada?
It's different from galinhada.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Super hot.
Don't burn your tongue.
I just burned the side of my mouth. It's very rich, so there's a bunch of flavors.
Yes, it's southern food. It's extremely flavorful.
There's not one way to describe the flavor. That's impossible.
You have to give it a try. If you never had a jambalaya, I highly recommend. As you can see, it's pretty much over. It's so sad. Sorry, everybody. Yes, we ate all of it before the video. What can I tell you? It's too good.
I'm gonna just try a little bit of the chicken over
Go for it.
Ooh, super, super tender.
It's falling apart, Mama. Southern food is always good.
I love the smell of it.
I can't believe you're saying that about chicken.
Hey,
it's
good.
Chicken is good. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Come on.
Super hot. Skin is so crispy.
Yeah.
And you got a little bit of the flavor of the seasoning that you put on the rice too, so.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Okay, now for the real deal. Sous vide version. I am excited for this one. Ooh, it is like molten lava. Look at this. Ooh. Look how hot that is.
Oh my God. Was the rice and the chicken on the sous vide?
Everything was cooked together. But at the same time, I did pre-cook the rice a little bit because we made that experiment that if you cook the rice directly inside of the bag, everybody, it's not gonna work. I want to try just the rice first, Mama.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sous vide jambalaya, everybody. I never thought I would say those words.
Hey.
Cheers, everybody.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
That is amazing. What's happening here?
Wow.
Okay. Don't kill me, everybody. It is better than the traditional one.
Wow.
What do you think?
Words.
Mama is speechless.
Can't function. Need to eat more.
Here's the biggest difference for me. It has not only more flavor, because I think there's nothing to escape, but most importantly, also the rice here is even softer. You notice that? It's even softer than this one here. Which one is the winner for you, Mama?
Hold on, before we go over there. This one is really soft, but it's a little gummy, a little sticky. This one, like you say, is just soft, like
extremely tender.
Extremely tender. And the flavor of everything on the rice is more concentrated.
Yes, I agree.
So it's almost like you put double the seasoning on this one.
No, but to be clear, I didn't. It's exactly the same, everybody. Here's what I think happened, all right? With this one here, we cooked the chicken and we let the chicken evaporate the juices a little bit. But when I cook the chicken here, all that juice from the chicken
based on its own juices and
it's
on its
in
own
there.
Juice.
Even though it looks horrendous because you're putting rice inside of the bag and then you're putting the chicken inside. I agree with you, everybody. It does not look appetizing 100%. But the presentation in the end is the same thing as this one here. And if you ask me, that one is better. I can't believe I'm saying the jambalaya sous vide is better than the actual real deal.
Wow.
You know how many southern people are going to be mad at me right now?
Don't be mad, guys. Just try it.
Try it. I highly recommend. Now let's try the chicken though. Cheers, everybody. Oh. Winner, chicken dinner.
This chicken skin is not as crispy as that one.
If you want crispy chicken, the traditional version.
Have to do that one.
Yes. Yeah. Because the crispiness on the sous vide is soggy.
Yeah, because the skin was cooking together with the juices and the water and locked in. So there's no way to get crispy. But it's so much more flavorful.
It is. There's a lot more flavor on the jambalaya sous vide version. Is definitely the winner. I can't believe I'm saying that. It just don't sound right.
I'm not complaining.
But the results are in, everybody. We both enjoyed this one a lot more. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I highly recommend, if you've never had jambalaya, just do it, all right? Be very careful whenever you're mixing that roux because it's like molten lava, all right? It gets so hot, Mama, you have no idea.
It's burning my mouth right now. I can only imagine.
Anyway, guys, these are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything's always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.